Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about 5 things every player needs to improve on to get better at League of Legends. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Thing or tip number 1 is to have really good map awareness, and let me explain what I mean. When I say to have good map awareness, I don't mean you have to look at your map every 5 seconds, because that's just not the case. Even though that helps, all map awareness is when you can tell danger is coming to you like a gank, or knowing when an objective spawns like dragons so you can prepare to fight for it. You've got to plan these things out and predict when any sort of danger, like the enemy jungler, is coming your way. This all of course is extremely difficult while trying to focus on winning your laning phase, along with remembering that dragon and baron are up when they have no wards on the objective. Try warding in the jungler's path so you can spot where he is when he's walking through his jungle or the middle of river like drag or baron, so they can't sneak drakes or bat barons on you suddenly. Seeing the right time when to roam or gank is another thing we all need to learn, because this is one of the most effective ways to win more games in solo queue. This is one of the hardest and riskiest things to do in the game, but rewarding if done with perfection. Because if a roam doesn't work out, you could possibly lose 10 CS under your tower from the enemy pushing minions and be down 1 level. But if you get that successful roam bots and get a double kill, that's worth close to 600 gold, not counting the first tower you'll most likely get afterwards, which really does push your lead. If I had to give you advice on how to improve on this, it would be to look at your map more often and analyze it, not just staring at it for a second then looking away. Also, look at what time it is so you can tell what could possibly happen, like an incoming gank or sneaky baron as soon as it's up. Our minds are wired to be focused on one thing at a time, and most people choose to focus on winning their laning phase and kills. But we need to destroy this habit if we want to get better at League of Legends. The second tip or thing everyone in League of Legends needs to master is CSing. Now what's CSing? For all the beginners asking, CSing is farming minions throughout the game to get an extra gold lead. When you're CSing, you need to kill the minion with the last blow to get gold. CSing is one of the most easiest ways to get better at this game and gain elo, because you can practice this so easily, and the better you get at farming, the more gold you can generate throughout the game, which means you'll be stronger in items and levels. You can practice and get better at this mechanic of the game by going to the practice tool, which I highly recommend for serious learners or just playing this game a lot in general. So you know how important this is. Even LCS players are practicing their CSing mechanics on the daily because they aren't perfect. No one is. To give you a good number of what you should go for each game, I would say by the 10-minute mark, everyone in low elo should be having 70 to 85 CS. And by 20 minutes, try to aim for 150 to 180 CS. Habit number 3 everyone needs to learn is knowing when and how to deep ward. Now I know most of you don't think warding is important, especially if you're fed. And I was guilty of this until I actually did it and realized how much power it has in telling you where the enemy is all around the map. Try not to do lazy wards, which means warding the bush closest to you, because if you ward the bush closest to you, you won't have enough time to react to ganks. If you ward correctly, you will be able to avoid ganks, unnecessary losses for drakes and barons, and you will be able to invade the enemy in their own jungle. You get what I'm saying about how strong warding is if you do it correctly. How to practice this is just by playing the game a lot in general, but trying your best to remember to ward. It's as simple as that, but people choose not to or forget to. Try to ward when you expect the jungler is near you or any sort of danger. Tip number 4 is knowing your champion's power spikes. Learning your champion's power spikes will take some time to learn, but people try to avoid learning this, and I'll explain why to you in a second. If you're thinking short term for rank climbing, you don't take trades you don't think you will win. Every player needs to play as aggressive as possible to learn their champ in every matchup when and when not to go in. That's what high elo players are known for, and that's why they made it there in the first place, by playing aggressive. The main levels most people have to worry about is level 3, 6, and sometimes 2 on certain champions. The more you succeed at being aggressive at your champ when his or her power spikes hit, the more games you will win, and that's a guarantee. Tip number 5 is our last tip everyone needs to learn, and it's to not tilt, which is one of the hardest things to do while playing League of Legends. Learning not to tilt will do wonders for you and your elo, and I'm not just talking about not giving up easily and being nice in chat. When I mean not tilting, I mean if you lose 6 games in a row and get demoted 1 division down with a messed up MMR, you would play exactly as you would on a 50 game winning streak. People start making silly mistakes and are more likely to rage and get worse and worse the more they play. Letting teammates not get to you or your loss of rank is extremely hard to do because of how frustrating it is dealing with that. How to counter this, I would say, is not to care about your rank and to mute all, so your teammates can't tell you anything that will annoy you. Anyways guys, I think that wraps up this video for the 5 things or tips everyone needs to learn to get better at League of Legends. If you enjoyed the video, I need you to smash that like button to show me that you liked what you watched. And hit that dislike button if you didn't, because it still ranks the video surprisingly high on YouTube because of engagement. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. Make sure to comment some suggestions on what you want to see next in the future. I honestly hope you guys have a great day and good luck in solo queue. I'm Michael D-Man and I'm out. Peace.